Here's what's coming up on episode 131, My Mom's Reading with previous guest and medical intuitive Terry Andersen.
Welcome to the Big Seance Podcast. I'm Patrick Keller of BigSeance.com, and this is a place for an open discussion on all things paranormal, but specifically topics like ghosts and hauntings, paranormal research, spirit communication, psychics and mediums, and life after death. So basically, anything that pops up in my paranormal world. The candles are already lit, so you might as well come on in and join the seance.
2 episodes ago, in episode 129, I sat down with Terry Andersen, who is a psychic medium and medical intuitive. Since then, Terry offered to give my mom, Linda, a reading, and both her and my mom were open to recording the reading for your listening pleasure. It was really important for me to make sure Terry and Mom had an authentic and open experience, with the understanding that we could cut anything personal from the podcast version. And so that's what we've done. So you'll hear the reading dip in and out a bit, but there's plenty of goodness left. So if you've ever wondered what it's like to get a reading from an intuitive, or specifically what it's like to get a reading from Terry Andersen, then stay tuned. I want to thank Terry for offering to do this. It's not something that is offered often, honestly, so I really appreciate the time and energy it took to do this for all of us. For more on Terry Andersen, visit terryandersen.com, and that's Andersen with an E-N. And to listen to her interview right here on the podcast, visit bigseance.com/129. And I'll put those links in the show notes. I'll be back after the reading with a shout out to my super Paranerd supporters. So let's pour the tea.
Oh, good. Okay, we can start then. So I felt something at just right of your navel, at your waist. Do you have, or have you had something happen there in your body? Do you have discomfort there at your gut?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
I have irritable bowel.
IBS. Okay. The additional resources that I send you will help you with that a lot. Okay, that's the first impression I got. Second impression, I'm feeling on the right side of your neck, in the back. Do you hold stress there, or have you been in an accident?
Yes, I hold stress in my neck and shoulders.
Stress, okay. And I'm also feeling in the right upper thigh, on the outside of your thigh, an impression there. Is something happening, or has something happened in your right thigh?
No.
No. Okay. So that could be coming from the future. So and I put everything down. I don't edit anything out, because sometimes people, it may have happened sometime in their life and they may have forgotten, or it could be coming from the future. So I don't edit it out. Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to give you any information, or no? Yeah,
you can. Yeah. Do you have some information for me about your right thigh? Like, do you get Charlie horses or anything like that?
To be honest, I have problems with my whole body.
Your whole body. Okay, so I'll just leave that impression there, and then I'll go on to the others. Now I'm getting a very dull pain in the left forearm, actually in the bone, close to the wrist. Do you have an issue there?
No.
Not now? Okay.
No.
Just put it there. Okay. And do you get headaches, or have you injured the front part of your forehead?
I've had headaches this week.
Headaches. Okay, that's what that is. Okay. And do you know why you've had headaches?
Yes, sinuses and ear problems.
Sinus. Okay, got it. Thank you. Okay. And I'm also feeling something about your breasts. So these are it's like they're aching. So have you had also a problem with your breasts or underarms?
I was six months ago. I had a mammogram, and they said I had a small cyst in my left breast.
Small in the left breast, okay, which is there. I'm putting it on, okay, a cyst. Okay, got it. Do you also feel a little bit of tenderness under your arm?
Yes.
Okay, got that too. Okay, tender. Okay. Have you had something happen to your right heel on your right foot? Does that trouble you there?
No.
Okay, so then I want you to be careful in the future if you don't remember anything happening to your right heel, okay?
Okay.
Because again, for me, time doesn't exist when I'm feeling these things. It's, I can't put a timeline on these things. So not always, yeah. And you get very tired.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I can feel that. Okay, and this feels like a slow progression of something that's happening. Oh, okay. Is that correct? Was this a slow progressing condition?
I hope not.
Okay, I'll put a question mark beside that. I'm also feeling some pain in the middle of your chest. So this, I think, is not a heart condition. I think that you have a departed female. Is that correct? In spirit? Could this
grandmother.
Be a grandmother? Okay, departed grandmother. And because I can still feel the pain of it, were you close to her?
Yes.
Okay, that's why. So the grief is held in the center of the chest for women. And it's on the left side for men. That's in my body. That's how I feel. Yeah.
And you know what? Something you talked about the middle of your stomach.
Yeah.
I have a medical condition that it affects the upper middle of my stomach.
Okay, that was the very first impression that I picked up from you. But, yeah. And what is that?
It doesn't do it all the time, but sometimes it does.
Yeah. And what is that called? That condition?
I have celiac disease.
Oh, I do too. Oh, no wonder I picked it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. When were you diagnosed, Linda, with celiac?
About 2.5 years ago. I've had it a lot longer, but just diagnosed.
So you'd probably be quite sick because of the late diagnosis.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know, if I would get contaminated with gluten, because I'm on a gluten-free diet and I don't eat gluten on purpose, but if I would get cross-contamination, then my middle of my stomach hurts, and then my stomach blows up.
Yeah. So I wind up in hospital if I get gluten, and so there's something called there's something called Buscopan. Have you asked for that yet?
No.
Okay, that's a tiny little white round pill here in Canada anyway. And so you take that if you get any cross-contamination, and it helps to relax the gut. So it takes the intense pain away.
Huh.
Okay? Yeah. So ask your doctor for that. It's a little white round.
What's it called again?
Buscopan, Buscopan, and I'm writing it down on the paper for you that I'm going to scan into an email for you.
Okay, it's perfect. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Little white round pill, because it's pretty hard to go out to a restaurant and not get cross-contamination.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. And so I'm still getting this thing in the right heel of your foot. So, do you have tender joints in your bones? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what this is. It's tender joints, and that is from eating gluten when you're celiac, and it affects your entire body. Have you been diagnosed with rheumatoid or any other kind of arthritis?
Not arthritis.
Okay. So, were you diagnosed with let's see, what is this called? Fibromyalgia?
Yes, I have that.
Okay, got it. Does it also go up into your shoulders?
Yes, it affects my whole body.
Okay, so you've got polymyalgia. Yeah. And so for that, because I don't want you to eat any potatoes, no shade plants, no potatoes, no, that means no tomatoes and no peppers, because they really aggravate the body. And if you're not, let's see, what did I say? Potatoes, tomatoes, and peppers, yeah. And you're already off all gluten, so that's really good. And what I'd like you to go off for 2 weeks is all dairy for 2 weeks and see if your stomach improves, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, try that for 2 weeks. And if you feel better, don't go back to dairy. You know, there's other alternatives. Let's see, what else can I feel about what's going on for you? Something has happened to your lower right shin. Do you feel tingling there? Even close to maybe the ankle?
I do have tingling once in a while.
Yeah.
It's like fake. It's like something crawling on my leg, but then there's nothing there.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I feel too. Okay, so there are things that antagonize the body. And when I studied nutritional science, pasteurized dairy is one of them. Let's see, what's his name? He is the author of the China study. It'll come to me in a moment, but it's in the additional resources for you. And he did one of the largest nutritional studies ever. And so that's who I studied with about nutrition. And in that, he talks about the importance of a very healthy, very clean diet. And especially when you have these kinds of sensitivities that you do, it's very important to keep your diet as healthy as possible. And are you right-hand dominant?
Yes.
Okay. And what have you done to the heel of your thumb?
The heel of my thumb?
Yeah, on your right hand. You sprained it or something like that?
No.
The big pad of your thumb where it attaches to the wrist?
Huh. No, yeah, I haven't had any problems.
Okay. I will mark it down with a question mark. And I don't know where that fits. Okay. And okay, what's happened under your chin? Did you get a blow to your chin at some point in your life, or a cut or something like that, or a mole or something there?
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I have a little incision on my chin from when I was like 3 or 4 years old.
Wow. Okay, so that's how far back I can go in time, 3 to 4 years old.
Yeah, I hit it and had stitches, and and I still have a little scar.
Yeah, and I can feel that. Yeah. So what happens is the body has a record. It's like a morphic field, and I'm able to read the field. I'm able to decode it because it comes into my body, and I can understand what has happened in another person's body. And so it's the same for if a person is alive or deceased.
Really?
Surprise! Yeah, surprise. Oh, yeah. Okay. And did you have a fall where you kind of fell back and hit your head, or you fell on something?
Yes.
Okay, and what was that about?
My chair broke, and I fell backwards in the chair and hit my head on the floor.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I can feel that whole scenario. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? You can ask me questions.
It was pretty hard. I should have probably gone to the emergency room because I probably had a concussion, but it was at a get-together at our house, and I didn't want to cause any commotion.
Right. And it feels to me like it was almost in slow motion. Is that how it felt to you?
Yes.
Yeah, weird. Okay. All right. And now let's see what else is happening here. Okay, and for the stiff neck, you have a pain in the back of the neck?
Yeah.
And what do you do for that? Because here's what I'm suggesting, to do some very gentle scrunches where you bring your shoulders up to your ears and down again. When you feel that it's stressful, if it's a stress reaction.
Yes, and I actually had a massage today to kind of help work out some of that stress. And then the massage therapist told me to do exercises like that.
Oh, good. Okay. And also you can swim in the air, but really gently, like forward stroke, backward stroke, breaststroke, just to keep the upper body moving, all the joints, and all of the muscles limber, to keep them elongated so it doesn't tense up like that.
Right.
So air swim and scrunches. Okay. And did you do something to your left index finger?
Did I do something to it?
Yeah, at the big knuckle.
No.
Okay. So then be careful of your right index finger.
Okay. On the left hand?
Yep, that's where I'm feeling it. The index finger there. Yeah.
So you mentioned the female presence, and my mom mentioned the passing of her grandmother, my great grandmother. Was there anything else that came through with that?
Just that I felt her, and I didn't go down. I didn't open that door because we were focusing on Linda's physical medical issues.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can if you want.
What are you feeling like, Mom?
I mean, I don't care. That would be fine.
Okay, and so what was your mother's name, Linda?
And my mother and my grandmother.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, your grandmother.
Her name is Ruth.
Ruth. Oh my gosh. I was going to say Rose or Ruby.
Really?
It's close, yeah. And right away I can feel the pain in my chest again. Did she pass from the chest due to a heart or lung condition?
She actually died of cancer, and she had cancer in her bones around her breast and shoulders.
Okay, that's why I feel it in the upper body, right between my chest. Like, it's very painful.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And okay, so I'm feeling something at the upper. Did she have dentures?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I can feel. Oh, that comes through so often. Oh, that's funny. Okay. And okay.
So what about dentures? That's
I could just feel them. She made me feel her dentures. They make me feel who they were in life. And did she used to get headaches?
Headaches? Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, I'll just leave it down there. I put it down. I don't edit it out. And I can feel that she liked to go for walks. Did you go for walks with her?
She would not necessarily. She would never go on walks because she was always busy working, like in her garden, and things like that. But she did walk and go mushroom hunting.
Mushroom hunting? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Isn't that interesting? Wow. Very interesting. Okay. And let's see what else she has. She was sensitive. She has a sensitive nose. So, do you know if she was sensitive to food or scent? Or hay fever or something like that? Because I can feel it on both nostrils. So there was something with her nose.
You know what? I think she did. I think she had some sinus surgery.
Sinus surgery. Okay.
Up in her sinuses and nose, I think.
Okay, got it. Okay, surgery. Okay, and yeah, it's the bottom denture too, I can feel. Okay.
So she used to tease us with her dentures.
Oh, for heaven's sake! That's why she's bringing it up again. Not only the top, but the bottom. Isn't that funny? Both upper and lower. Okay, isn't that interesting? Lower denture teasing. Okay. And did she have a cat, or is this you that has a cat?
She had outside. They were wild cats, but she didn't have any pets.
Wildcats. Isn't that interesting? Wow, that's very nice. Okay. And did her husband have facial hair?
No.
Okay, so
he had more than one husband.
Okay, so here's what I'm feeling is a hand on the face, which often for me is facial hair on a man. But if that's not it, were you with her when she passed and you were touching her face?
I had been with her for, a lot while she was dying on hospice, but I wasn't there when she actually died.
Okay, so at hospice, okay. So did you used to touch her face during that time?
No.
Okay, I'm wondering who that would have been, because that's what I'm feeling is that. Yeah, okay, we'll just put a question mark beside that.
Yeah, that could have been another family person maybe.
Okay. And she's saying a big hello, like a really big hello. So was she kind of boisterous?
Yeah, she was a fun grandma.
Oh, how nice. Aren't you lucky? Oh, okay.
Yes, we were very lucky.
Oh, okay, because I've never heard this big hello before.
Oh, really?
So that's very nice.
Yeah,
and
she was a very fun grandma. She worked very hard, taking care of her farm and everything, but she was also fun for us kids.
Oh, good. Okay. And who is Tom?
I have a brother, Tom.
Your brother. Wow, interesting. Okay. So this would have been his grandmother, too?
Yes.
Okay. And does he have 2 children?
No children.
No children. Is this you that has 2 children?
Well, he had 2 dogs that were his children. One of them has passed, but he still has one.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Okay, like children. Okay, yeah.
But yes, she does have 2 children.
Okay, yeah, you have 2 children. Okay, so 2 children. So yeah, and I remember when I had dogs before I had children. They were like my children. It was kind of practice. And yeah. So let's see if I can get a message besides the big hello from your grandmother. I'm also feeling some pain in the upper right bones, like the high up on the side of the ribs. Is that her pain from her cancer?
Yeah, probably. Cause,
okay.
I think it ended up affecting her whole body. It started out in her shoulder and chest.
Wow. Okay, gotcha. All right. And who is Jim?
That's my other brother.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess she's very communicative in the messages that she's giving. So to me, that says that she's there and she's looking over your lives and she's still involved in your lives.
Well, it's funny when you said Tom, because Tommy, my brother Tom, he bought my grandma's land and put a house on it. He had to tear her house down and then put a house on it.
Wow, isn't that something? Okay. Wow. And what's Jim doing?
You know what? He's just having a normal life.
Is he working with wood? Is he working with some kind of wood or something like that? Or is he has an interest in wood as a hobby?
No.
Does he live in the woods?
No.
No. Okay. I wonder what this wood thing has to do with him. Okay, that's fine. I don't know where that fits. Is this you that lives near trees?
We have trees around our house.
Oh, okay. So that's okay.
And my husband is a woodworker.
Oh gosh. Okay. So that's your husband is the woodworker. Okay.
Yeah.
And who is Benjamin?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, she's making me freak out right now too.
I know it. Benjamin was my grandma's second husband.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay, thank you. Grandmother's second husband. Whoa, lucky lady.
And we all think that he was really, even though my grandpa, she married him first, we all realized that we think that Ben, we call him, Benny, was the real true love of her life.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Okay, so that's wonderful that they're so communicative and relaying this kind of detail. And I'm also feeling some pain in the left knee. So I'm wondering if Benjamin had some pain in the left knee.
He could have. Do you see anything about his arms?
About his arms, let's see. Let me get another one. I have a male image that I work off of. Excuse me. Oh. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm getting. I'm getting something about lumps. And I'm also getting something about a skin condition. Does this fit Benjamin?
You know what? I think he did have a skin condition.
Okay, yeah, skin, okay.
And you said lumps?
Yeah. And this feels like under the skin.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that, but I think he did kind of have a skin condition because he had like a really reddish skin and face and everything.
Yeah, like eczema or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Eczema. Yeah, that's a horrid condition for people that have it. It's very uncomfortable for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what I brought his arms up is that he lost one of his arms.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't get that because I didn't stay on. I didn't pick that up at all. So was it the left arm that he lost?
Shoot. I don't remember which arm it was.
Okay, I'll write it down with a question mark, and then you can confirm it later. And did he have problems with his hips?
I don't know. He could have possibly had problems because he rode, in rodeos and stuff like that. He would ride in rodeos and do stuff like that, and I think he got some injuries from that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, you hit, two of my brothers and then her second husband. I mean, because Benjamin doesn't come up who would think about Benjamin?
I've never said that name in a reading before.
But yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah, so part of my training is to just trust what I get and speak it. And so what if it's wrong? It doesn't matter. I'd rather be wrong than not speak it and not give a message and not, connect with people and help them. Yeah, help normalize what this is, because this is, a lot of people have these abilities. I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I know. Patrick and I both wish that we could hone our abilities a little bit. Patrick doesn't have time, though. He's kind of busy.
Okay, then you will enjoy the additional resources that I'm going to send to your email.
Okay, good.
Hey, Mom, remember James could also be Grandma's first son who died as a child.
You know what? And her first husband was James, and then her first child died. His name they called him Jimmy. So that could be it.
Wow, isn't that interesting? Okay.
And,
so there's
and then my brother is named Jim, or James.
Oh, wow, okay. Jimmy's departed. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, my dad was just passed in March, and he was 93. They called him Jimmy. So when I said the name Jim, that was his legal name, was James. Everybody called him either Jim or Jimmy. So that Jim and Jimmy came into my mind when I heard the name Jim.
Really? Yeah, we call my brother Jimmy.
Oh, isn't that nice? Okay, well, I think that would conclude your medical intuitive body reading.
Well, I appreciate it very much.
Oh, you're welcome, Linda. My pleasure.
Well, Patrick, how do you want to close this thing off?
Well, I was just going to see what you thought in general.
I thought it was really good, the things that she picked up on.
She had quite a few things to pick from.
Yeah.
Yeah. The older we are, the more we have to pick.
Yeah, and all this has come up just kind of in the last, everything in the last 3 or 4 years affected me worse. So anyway, yeah. But yeah, no, I thought it was really good, and that you picked up on all the names, Tom and Jim and then Benjamin.
Yeah, that was
really good. Yeah.
Good. I'm happy.
Well, I appreciate it too, Terry.
Okay.
Thank you to the following super paranerds who support the show at patreon.com/Big Seance. Genesis, The Midnight Rose, Diana Lloyd, Natalie, Sonia B., Jenny Becker, Kim Robb, Jim Budd, David Rubenstein, Josiel Lorenzo, Susan Davey, and Paula Mitchell. My supporters at the Parlor guest level, who can be found at bigseance.com/Parlor guests, are Dina DeCastro of Dina DeCastro Astrology, Margaret Hagen, Sharon Bowles, Marion Hover, Clairvoyant, Bruce Williams, Christopher Kohler, Lana and John of Carbon Lilies, Denise Sia, Anna Frias, Norman and Linda Keller, and Karen Prine. That sound you just heard was the Above and Beyond There's Not Even a Category for Your Level of Support fireworks display. I have an awesome anonymous listener who supports the show at the $10 level, and of course, Jeffrey Peck supports the show at the $20 level. Thank you, Jeffrey. Well, I want to thank my mom, Linda, for being brave enough to share her reading with you. And again, thank you, Terry Andersen. You rock. Our next episode will be a very special roundtable discussion, or what I've jokingly called a triangle table discussion, with our friends and previous guests, Ash Riley and Slade Roberson. What did we talk about, you ask? The absence of straight men in the spiritual community. How's that for a tease? Where are my straight men at, yo? See you then. For show notes, including links to anything we may have mentioned in this episode, visit bigseance.com. You can find and subscribe to the show in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play Music, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, and just about anywhere podcasts are found. Do you have any comments or feedback? Go to bigseance.com/feedback to learn how to get your voice in a future show. Or you can call my feedback line, 7755-TELL-ME. That's 775-583-5563. Interested in learning how to promote and share the podcast? Go to bigseance.com/share. Thank you so much for listening. Unfortunately, it's time to blow the candles out, but we'll see you and light them again next time.